So today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make this maxi dress, and you need about 3 yards of fabric for that, depending on your height, right? So what I did here is to fold. I'm using Akara fabric, and as you can see, this is the bottom part of the Akara fabric. You can see this is the other end of the Akara fabric. So what I did here is to fold it into two. So I measured my shoulder to my ankle or to the floor, wherever you want the dress to be, and then whatever you get. So I got about 58 for me, so I subtracted 6 inches from it because this is a spaghetti sleeve dress, so it's going to have a strap. So I wanted my strap to come down by 6 inches. So whatever you want your strap to be, if you want it to come down 4 inches or 5 inches, subtract it from the full length of your dress. Then you can cut whatever is left. So let's say you decide to do 5 inches of strap, then subtract it from whatever your shoulder to the end is. That way you can figure out what the fold of your fabric would be. So whatever you decide to use, add 1.5 to it, 1 inch of folding the rough end, and then half an inch for this top part. So with that said, we are going to now start cutting it. So guys, like I said before, this fabric is on a fold. So now I'm going to take it the way it is now and fold it into two. You see the two edges are meeting each other. And remember, this fabric Akara is mostly 45 or 47 inches of width. So this is what it looks like now. I've folded it. So guys, what I'm going to have here for the width of this fabric, I'm cutting the front and the back, right? So what I'm going to have here is going to be about 22 inches, 22.5. So that means it's 45, guys. That is the width of this fabric. So I have 22.5. So guys, if you don't want yours to be a lot flowy at the end, you can reduce it. Instead of using the whole width of your cloth, you can just reduce it a little bit more, right? Just reduce it to whatever you want it to be. So I think I'm going to reduce mine, and whatever I cut out from here, I can use it for my belt. I think this much is okay for me. So let me see what I have here. So I have about 19. I think 19 is okay for me. So now I'm going to start cutting now. So guys, I'm going to cut this excess part off, so that I can start before I start cutting on the body of the cloth. So guys, in this case, this is going to now serve as my belt. You see, I'm just going to fold it. If you look at it, you see she's tying a belt with the same fabric. So I'll just use this now to make a belt. So now we are going to start. The width I have here, I decided to make it 20 inches round number, right? So guys, it's 20 inches now. You see, from this end to this end is about 20, even 20.5. So that's what I'm working with. So now I'm going to take this now and place my pattern on it. So guys, what I did here is just to cut out this pattern here. So let me show you guys. So basically, you know your basic bodice, right? So I just measured. You don't even have to make it this long. This is just for me to get what my shoulder is, right? My shoulder measurement divided by 2, which is 8 inches. I cut in my shoulder slope, cut in my neckline, and then like I said before, I want to come down by 6 inches. So from the very tip of this part here, I marked 6 inches down. So after that 6 inches now, then you also, on this armhole, I also put in my armhole part. So this is my armhole now. Just this is for me to get where my armhole is, and also to have this straight line. But if you already know how to do this, you can even do it directly on the fabric. So just after that, now what I'm going to do is, you see, I've marked that 6 inches line down from here. So I'm going to fold away that 6 inches, right? Just fold it away this way and then place it on this line here, right? But I'm going to leave half an inch at this top, and then on this inner part here, I'm going to leave about 5 inches inside here, right? This part here, because if you look at the neckline, you will see it's gathered. So I'm going to leave about 5 inches in here, and then I'm also going to go ahead and put this here, right? So after the 5 inches, I'm just going to insert this part. Remember, this is on a fold. So after the 5 inches, I'm inserting my pattern here. This is just to help me draw out the armhole. I didn't even put in like distance of waist, like how you normally put a dart here. No, I just marked this here. This is just to help me draw this out. If you want, when marking your pattern, please remember to put in your seam allowance, because I didn't put seam allowance when marking mine. I'm just going to add the seam allowance like 1 inch away from this. Now let me pin this down so it doesn't move. So guys, you see, this is what I did here. So I've pinned this down. I left half an inch at the top. Guys, I decided to make mine like 4 inches because you know this is Akara fabric, and if it's it most times is starchy, and if you do too much it will look puffy. So I reduced mine. But if you're working with Akara that doesn't have a lot of starch, you can still do 5 inches if you want to. And if you're working with like crepe or fabric that is light, you can do 5 inches. You can still do 5 inches on even Akara fabric, it doesn't matter. I'm more on the bigger side, and I don't want it to be puffy at the bust area because it will be gathered. So I just want it to, like, I don't want it to puff out on my bust area. So now that I've done that, the next thing I'm going to do is just to add 1 inch here. But if you already added the 1 inch on your panel on this paper, then there's no need for that. So I'm just going to now mark this armhole and then connect it to this point. So this is where my 1 inch of seam allowance is. So now that I've marked my seam allowance, I'm just going to place my tape here and then curve it out this way and blend it into this line to get my A line. So just like that, I'm going to mark this down until it blends in this way. So this is it here, guys. We've cut everything. So now all I have to do is just follow this armhole part now and then cut this all the way to the end. So guys, now that we've cut this out, I'm going to remove it. So you see our dress is coming together. I'm going to remove this part now and then put this away, and then I'm going to notch the center. Remember, this is on a fold. I'm going to notch this part so that I know the center of my fabric, and then I'm going to open up this top now. So guys, you see now I have my front and then I have my back. I've split it open at the top, but I notched the center. So guys, the next thing I'm going to do now, if you want, you can take one piece of this now that is going to be your back panel and reduce the center back neckline. Maybe just fold it into two this way. And then if you don't want your front and the back to be the same length, just reduce it this way and then come down 1 inch at the center back like this. Just like come down 1 inch from the center back this way and then give it a curve. If you want it to look that way at the back, just give it a curve, but don't cut it and then cut that part out, but don't cut it up to the edge, right? So I'm going to do that too, just so that you guys can see it. So this, let's say this is going to be my back panel now. So I'm going to use this one because there's two, one front, one back, right? So for the back panel now, I came down 1 inch just so that the back neckline looks relaxed, right? So it doesn't just look straight across like the front. But before I get to the armhole, I stopped because remember, I don't want it to affect the back side. So just like that now, I'm going to just cut off this part here. Cutting that part off, you can see I went back and put in my notch, so my notch is there. So guys, now the next thing we have to do is just to go in now with our sewing machine and make a loose stitch so that we can gather this top part here, so that you can gather it. So I'm going to go back in now and make that loose stitch, and I'm going to do the same thing for the front and also for the back because I want to mark where my pocket is going to be. So my pocket is going to be about 12 inches down from my underarm, and then it's going to have 5 inches in between, or 5.5 in between. That will be somewhere here. So I'm going to just transfer the chalk here or just notch it so that you don't make a mistake. I know that this is the part where your pocket will be. Now that I've gathered this now, the next thing I have to do is to take that same pattern again. Now this top part that I have, I need to measure it and subtract about, so guys, this is what I have, right? I'm going to measure what I have here at this top, so it's 8 inches. I'm going to subtract about 1.5 from it, so that will be about 6.5 is what I'm supposed to have. So that 6.5, I'm going to make sure that I have double of it here, so 6.5 into 2, because this here is supposed to be 2 sides, right? One side and then the other side of it. So guys, let me say it again. Whatever you have, after gathering this now, whatever you have, measure it out, subtract like 1.5 from it, and then times whatever you have left by 2, and make sure that the width of this is exactly that. So for me, that's going to be 6.5 times 2, so that should be 13 inches. So I'm going to try to have 13 inches here. So open it up a little bit more just so I have that 13 inches, and then I'm going to, after that, let me measure it again and be sure. So after that now, Okay, now I have 13 inches. Guys, you can try to pull your girder more towards the center. You don't have to have a lot of it here, or you can distribute it evenly. It depends on you. So now I'm going to guys, I'm going to use this bias strip now and take it this way. Just take it this way, and then I'm going to use it to fold the edge of this. You know how you make like piping? So fold it. I'm going to sew it down first this way all the way to the end, and then I'm going to then turn it over on top of it this way and stitch it down just like this to cover this. Guys, to be on a safer side, just cut the 13 inches that you need, or whatever inches that you need. Cut it ahead of time, so that, because you know this girder thing, as you're sewing it keeps on opening up more. So once you're looking at the strap here and you know that this is exactly the measurement you're working with, you're going to try to manage this better. But if you leave it this long, you can keep going and then you've gone past the 13 inches, because as you're sewing this here, it can still be loosening up as you're going. So I'm just going to cut the 13 inches ahead of time so that I know that's the length I'm working with. This is it here. I'm going ahead, gather this part and put it in. So guys, as you can see, I used 1-inch band for the back, but for the front I used a thicker band. I used like 2 inches band to fold this one. Just the same method, it's just that the band, I wanted it to be thick in front, because if you look at the picture, you see that her own is also that thick. So guys, you see how I did the armhole. So I did one off camera. Now I want to show you guys how to do the other side. So guys, basically the length of this here, remember we did 6 inches off the shoulder. That is, we left 6 inches off for the front and for the back, because even when we cut out that 1 inch at the back, we didn't cut it up to the side. So it's still the same thing, it's still the same 6 inches. So guys, what we're going to do now is that we are going to go ahead. You see I closed the side, but I didn't close it up to the end, right? So what I'm going to do is just to measure what I have here from here to the end, measure the same thing for the back, right? And then add 6 inches for the front, 6 inches for the back. So the strap is already 12 inches, and then the length of this part here and the length of this part here is going to be the total length of this, because this is going to be one continuous strap. So I'm going to start anywhere you want. You can start from the front and join it this way. So you're going to take it here like you're trying to make a bias, join it to this here, fold it this way, fold the other side, and then just keep sewing it down this way on top of this all the way to the end. And then after you come out from this part here, like you sew it down to this part this way, you still continue the strap until you make the strap up to the 12 inches. That's the 6 for the front, 6 for the back, and then you take this part again, insert it in between and sew it to the back. So let me do the front and then show you guys how I'm going to continue it to the back. So guys, this is it here. You can see I'm joining it to the armhole part now. So I'm going to just, you see the way it's coming out from this strap, I'm just going to fold it that way and continue that way. This is going to be my strap now. So now I'm sewing it to my strap. I'm done. So guys, now I just finished sewing down to this point. So this is where the top starts. So I'm going to measure from that edge and measure the 12 inches I need. So this is where my 12 inches is. I'm going to mark it down with chalk. So once I get to this point now, I'm going to insert the back panel into this opening. So guys, you see now this is the back panel. I'm going to put it in between again and then finish up the seam. So guys, once you do that and get to the end, then you close up your 2 seams at the end. So you see my 2 seams here, close it up with that 1 inch of seam allowance you left. I've also gone ahead and insert my pockets. I use lining for the pocket because the fabric is finished. So this is my pocket here. Basically all you have to do, let me show you guys the inside. So guys, this is it here. So basically you're going to get something that looks square like this, or any shape, just as long as your hand can fit in. You see I started 1 inch before the notch that I made for the pocket, which was at 12 inches, and then the other one, that's 5.5 in between, and then you sew each one on each side, right down. So you sew it following the line of your seam allowance, one on this side and then one on the other side. And then after that, now the next thing I'm going to do is just to close it up at the edge, close it up at the top part. And then you see I brought up my seam. You see this pocket went down further than where my notch is, right? So but I made my stitch up to that point. So the opening of this pocket is just from here to here, but the pocket the seam went down further. So just like that, I have 5.5 opening here. So that's basically the opening for my pocket. So I'm going to connect a stitch here and then a stitch here, but this part is already on a fold, so I just have to put my hand in and then zigzag everything. So that's basically it for this dress. I've gone ahead and also hemmed the edges, and I also put pocket on this side too. So that's basically it for this here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. Bye.